What is up there, everybody? Citrus Aviation here with Model Aircraft News Monthly. It has been a long time since we have done an episode of this. The last one we did was back in January, and since then it has been mostly quiet, with one major exception which we'll get into here at the beginning of the series. But as usual, I have brought on a guest for the series. I think every single episode that we've done of the series I have had a special guest on. And today we have Red River Aviation, and I would like to welcome him to the show right now.
Thank you for having me as per usual.
Alrighty, and so that being said, we're going to just get diving right into the show. This will probably be a shorter one than what you're used to seeing. These have usually been about 20-30 minutes. This might be a little bit shorter. We'll have to see. But we're going to get started here with the Gemini Jets March 2021 releases. We're just going right on in. This is the headline news of the month. That's tells you one or two things. Either A, this has been a really good release set, or B, this has been a really boring last couple months. And it's a little bit of both. The news this last couple months hasn't been too much of interest, and Gemini Jets absolutely killed it this release. This is one of the best release sets ever. I think there were some releases in 2014, 2015 that were on the same level of awesomeness as this set. But this is definitely has an argument for greatest release of all time. Of course, everybody has gone absolutely berserk on the Delta CRJ 900. Yes, the community has hit an iceberg, and we're currently listing about 8 degrees to the port side. But everybody is absolutely excited and ecstatic. We also got some other great models like the Southwest Classic with maybe an extra antenna. We'll have to see. United CRJ 200. Aviation 18 is currently secretly scooping up all of those that he can get. And we've got a lot of other great models. Jet Frontier, the Jet 2 Holiday's pretty decent. The Kalita Air is cool. SAS 821 Neo. No bad models in 1400. Even the NATO A330 MRTT, which is operating under the Netherlands Air Force, pretty cool. And the 1200 releases were pretty good as well. So, what were your thoughts on this release set?
It was quite crazy. I'm sure you guys may have saw I made quite a few hours worth of content talking about it. As it continues to process, I continue to get very eager to see what ends up coming out, or the products, such as these molds. Briefly been speculated that the United CRJ 200 potentially will have that JC Wings 1-400 really cool mold, so I'm really eager to see that. And then the second antenna on the Southwest, I'm very eager to see that. And also the even the Frontier, and of course the Delta and all those, just quite crazy. As we continue to get closer, I continue to get very eager to see what happens. Definitely some progress. Like I mentioned, kind of one way to summarize it is our begging paid off. And really just eager to see if this turns into a new era for Gemini Jets or not. And I'm very pumped to see what's next for our boys over in Las Vegas.
Yeah, definitely excited. And how many models did you order? Just curious.
As of right now, I don't think some of them will get fulfilled, but I'm going to count here real quick. I got 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, I think. 13?
Okay, 13 total. I presume 9 of those are Delta CR9s, and then you ordered 3 other models?
I got 6 ordered right now, but I'm planning to cancel 3 of them. If I get any extras, I'm going to sell them. I'm probably only going to keep 2 if I can get that. But I'm honestly, even if I get shafted out of all 6 of them, I'm not going to cry too much about it. I just had the initial thought of, holy crap, I didn't even think about it when I made the order. But now that I thought about it quite a lot, there's no reason for me to have more than 2, honestly. Even that. But I'm not planning on keeping any more than 2.
Okay. And what other models did you order along with the Delta?
I have orders for 3 Uniteds just in case that I got shafted. That's like the one model that, or how should I word this? That's the one model that I have a little worry about that could get. That was just my initial thought that maybe that gets shafted too. I have a little more confidence in the mainline aircraft, but I would really like both of them. And I also have I have 3 Uniteds, a Southwest Classic, and the Frontier. I really hope I'm able to get all of those. If not, I'll pay up on eBay and hope for the best. And I have a Kalita 727 on order. I really thought about that 767, but I don't think it was quite adequate. And I thought about the 727s because that's actually came to Tulsa a couple times. It's kind of a special aircraft to me, and like the WestJet 763 and all the, sorry, how about 736 and all those very diverse aircraft. That's going to be my first 727. Ultimately, I could have held on that, but I thought that was a fun choice, and I think you got quite a few on order. I think we've talked about those, especially the main one. But yeah, that's what I have on order as of right now, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, outside of my totally real order for 72 Steve the Eagles, I do have 30 airplanes on order. And yes, you heard that right, 30. 27 Delta CRJ 900s. I did a video on that. It has absolutely blown up. It was my #1 performing video in 72 hours. #1 performing video of all time in 1 week. So we'll see what happens. In fact, at the time we're recording this on a Friday. That video just came out on Monday. It's already over 1,000 views. So it's absolutely blowing up the records. A lot of people really interested in why I ordered so many. And then I also ordered a Frontier A321 Steve the Eagle. Yes, just one, not 72. For all of those of you who actually took the bait on Instagram, that was very hilarious. Southwest 737 Classic livery. I've seen this aircraft 3 times, so you know I have to get it. And then the United Express CRJ 200. I just got one of those, but I'm really excited for that one. If this turns out to be a great model, I might come back for seconds on this one, because there's going to be quite a few of these. As just for the show, we were just talking about how United's getting quite a few of these. We've had a great time making these videos, by the way. We enjoy making these videos. Like before the show, we usually end up talking an hour before the show or after, just about aviation in general, all kinds of things. But this was really cool. Great release set by Gemini Jets, greatest of all time, and the 120 releases were good too. We got the Delta 739, United Express CRA2, the Airbridge Cargo 744 with the opening and closing doors was cool, and Air Transit 821 Neo is pretty awesome. The Beluga, I just get the JC Wings one. Yeah, and I think In-Flight made one too, so just get that one. And then the KC-46 Pegasus, this one is for the, what is it? I want to say it's the 75th Air Bombardment Group. I'm probably wrong on that, but it's based out of Altus Air Force Base in Texas, and this is a painted in a special livery to designate the bombardment group that flew in Europe, based out of England, that's now at the squadron in Texas. So that's what the special emblem on the tail is for. But overall, pretty good release set by Gemini Jets. I think we've probably now gone way in depth, way too many videos on this topic, but hey, you guys keep watching the videos, so we will keep making them.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, this is quite a special moment, so I honestly think that covering it so much is definitely something to do, because it's absolutely mind-boggling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's made for some great content. It's made a lot of collectors very happy. It's absolutely caused absolute chaos in the community. And we've had a great time overall. So thank you, Gemini Jets, for making all of our dreams come true. Now, just make an American one, and then we will be so happy. It'll be perfect. Alright, next up, we move to molds, which it's been really quiet in the mold world since the Aviation 400 787 mold got announced. They have made a couple tweaks to it. Not too much to cover. You can go check out yesterday's Airlines article. He does a lot of really good articles, and I'm sure as you guys saw in the last video, I did an interview with him. It was super awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the interview. And then we do have 2 molds though. Obviously, NG did the 737-6, 7, and 900. That was a huge deal. But now there's 2 new molds, and they're by the same companies actually as what we covered last time. Aviation 400, NG molds. Aviation 400 announced the A380 mold, and yesterday's Airlines was, as usual, the first to get an exclusive on it. So he has some pictures to show, and overall the mold looks really good. It's obviously a pre-production sample. I have some pictures here from yesterday's Airlines that I can show you guys. You're seeing on the screen right now. But those pictures look pretty good, and I'm really interested to see where this mold goes. Now, it is really late in the A380 production to be making this, as particularly tons of airlines are just deciding to retire them. But it's an A380. it's gonna sell out pretty well. They're not gonna have any issues selling them. I mean, just ask Gemini Jets how that goes. And it's gonna be a great model. If there are any that I would pick up, I want a regular livery Emirates one. I just want a regular livery one. I don't need 10,000 specials. I just want a regular. But to be honest, maybe a Qantas A380. But generally, A380 is not the most interesting aircraft to me. As some of you may know, I often call it the whale jet. It's not my favorite aircraft out there. I do like the aircraft for what it is and the extra amenities and features it's brought to aviation, but it's not my favorite aircraft. But I'm sure there are people who will buy it. And what are your thoughts on the mold?
It's looking good from the initial pictures. I'm very excited to see how they end up getting the final product out on it. I agree with all the verdicts that were made right there. Very valid. I feel like the that generation that grew up with that will enjoy that. There's definitely plenty of them to be done. They could sell 5 release Emirates and end up grinding that out and just make money off that. But ultimately, I do feel like they could have been this kind of a very solid one. It could have been a lot worse choice, but it could have been a much better choice. But it wasn't a horrible choice by any means. It's an interesting choice, and I'll be really eager to see if these guys ever give a shot at some narrow body stuff. Obviously, they got 777, 350, 330, 787, and now the 380. So I'm really eager to see where they go from here, but they got a lot of options, so I'm eager to see. With all the detail they do and stuff, though, I feel like it's going to be really nice. So ultimately, it's kind of it's a really solid pick.
Yeah, and they do also have the A350 mold, by the way, as well.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, sorry, I'm
it's all good.
Just falling asleep a little bit. So.
It's all good. It's all good. It's late night here. Not too late, but still nice evening here in the Midwest of the United States.
Hey, don't forget that I grind out at high school now. All right.
Yes, and me for college and real jobs.
True.
So, we have another mold announcement. Now, we are recording this on Friday, and we are expecting NG Models to release a new mold before this video goes out. So keep in mind what we are going to say.
An announcement from yesterday, airliners rather.
That is correct.
New mold's coming.
Yes. What we are going to say about this new mold coming out is mere speculation right now. I think we're expecting 2 actual mold announcements to the most likely, which is the Boeing 727. And in this scenario, they will make the 727-100 and the 727-200.
Wrong.
Next up, we have releases, and it's been a fairly quiet set of releases. We've had the Gemini Jets February, January releases, and the NG Models January, February releases. Not too much to go over here, pretty quiet. I'm just going to mention some of my highlights from this, and I would say the Delta Pencil is definitely in there. The United 789, that's one I want to get. The Kalita Charters 1200 744 with opening doors. And then in January we got the British Airways 747, and of course that DHL 738, which was really controversial that we talked about on the show. And then of course they did Louisiana 1 and Florida 1 in 1/200 scale, flaps down and standard variants for both. And NG Models did the American Chrome 738 that I'm interested in. They did an Alaska special, a few other things, mostly fairly quiet. What are your thoughts on these recent sets of releases from NG and Gemini?
Yeah, it was really interesting to see after Christmas that both of them just kind of plunked on themselves. Wasn't expecting this type of an interval. I was very interested to see it. Especially with NG because they've just been slapping heat, but Chinese New Year kind of definitely got them. But I have I highly think that I really think that they're going to completely bounce back and really kick it in the gear here for Q2, just like they did last year. I have a gut feeling their April release is really going to hit. Really good time for Asia collectors, it seemed like. And then also Europe, there was quite a bit with those narrow bodies, with the TUI. And then, of course, you guys got both those British Airways. And
LL Peace 739 is a fairly significant aircraft. Did it actually sell out? I'm trying to remember. No, it didn't. But I think...
The IL 762 sold out.
Yeah, that was a It's kind of surprising. What?
I'm really eager to see how GJ's going to roll out of this. I kind of made some predictions. I'm not sure if they're going to have a new era beginning here, but I would really like to see some mix and match with a set base with the February releases and build off that. A little something for everybody like they used to do quite a bit. And then NG, like I said, I really feel like they're going to kick it into gear. I'm already getting some of those Q2 2020 vibes. That April set, man, I don't even know where to start with that. I was so happy when I unboxed that. I'm just waiting for those to come back. You know, springtime's here. I feel like they're going to kick it into gear.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And we'll talk about it at some point in the video. I don't know when we're going to talk about it, maybe right now, but NG has been replying to me very actively, and they have not done that consistently since last summer, so that's very encouraging.
Yeah, and that's actually what we're going into, is that NG seems to be becoming active, and we predict that the NG Malls releases will come out very soon. It might be even the day this video goes out. We're planning on putting out on Wednesday.
I don't know if they're going to do anything. It would be last weekend when this video is coming out. I doubt it because we are still going through boxes and we don't have model pictures yet. So I'm thinking next weekend. But I'm getting some vibes, man. They've killed Asia stuff for a while, so I feel like they're finally going to kick it into gear and then get a really nice set here. And they also have confirmed that they're going to be adding a new factory in June to me. And they also have confirmed that stands will be rolling out soon. And did I miss anything, or that seemed like the two big things?
Yeah, those are the big deals, and I'm really excited to see what they're doing. And the thing is, we're not trying to necessarily dig these releases from January, February for the two companies in particular, because they often will put a lot of good models in these sets. They're just a little bit more niche because, to be honest, generally January, February are filler months for these companies. It's just kind of the way it is. People don't buy as many models.
Especially Gemini Jets. They always typically do a December, January combined. Surprisingly didn't this year, but they skipped November, so we thought they were going to skip March too, but yeah, here we are.
Yep. But anyway, again, the models weren't terrible. It's just more specific ones that maybe some specific people.
And I even bought a couple, so it's not like, you know.
It wasn't complete garbage.
I mean, the NG February set was very, very, very niche. And obviously, as I'm sure you guys know, Citrus, I'm not sure if you got any of those, but obviously I really liked it, and there's going to be some guys that do like it. That Pan Am Universally is a really nice aircraft, and that thing's going to fly off the shelves, no pun intended. Just like Delta.
Yes. And obviously, I'm most excited for the American Chrome 738 and the wing-lidded configuration. I'm definitely going to get that. So I'm really excited.
Now, the older GJ ones are nice, but nobody's done one up to the standard of NG. So if they don't have any QC issues, here we go.
Yep, we should be good.
GJ also did a really nice non-winglet one, but that was like 20 years ago, so I'm not complaining with another one. And plus, that's the registration that B767 requested, so amen.
So, with that being said, we have one last news item. I told you it'd be a sort of video, maybe. And here we have the new YouTube algorithm has skyrocketed my videos. So, as you guys might have noticed, my videos have absolutely taken off in the last week or two. And really, well, yeah, it's going to be more than 2 weeks when this video came out. And a lot of this has to do with a new YouTube algorithm, and I want to let you guys know about it so you can take advantage of it for yourself. So, what's been happening is, there was a major shift in the algorithm away from tags. So, as some of you might have seen, there's a guy called the Spiffin Brit, and he makes really fun, entertaining videos on how to break video games. Well, he is sort of, let's just say, broken out of making video games and has made how to break other things. And he made a couple of videos on how to break YouTube, and it appears that those videos might have gotten YouTube's attention because they absolutely exploded. And if you've seen the absolute explosion in stories, you can thank that one guy for making stories absolutely go berserk on, well, actually not stories, but community tabs for absolutely going berserk on YouTube. If you're wondering why everybody is making a community tab post now, thank the Spiffing Brit for his awesome videos and showing how community tab posts are broken, and YouTube appears to be currently working on patching them. But another change at the same time they did was an algorithmic change. So your videos get ranked in search and suggested feeds and that sort of thing by certain metrics. And Google changed how those metrics work. So
Again.
obviously it's always changing, but we had a major update here. Tags used to be really important for videos. I know some creators who are even watching this video don't think tags are that important, but they used to be. Now that has changed because tags now, I believe, they're down to about 5% relevancy. So I do still think
everybody said 1 to 5%.
Yeah,
but pretty much irrelevant.
And it used to be a lot more. I think it was more like 20-30%, maybe more than that. But now they have reduced it because they realized that some people were exploiting the system, even though that's their fault for making a loophole. But they have now changed it to where your click-through and impressions rate and your view duration matters more.
Overall video performance.
Yeah, so if you go into your YouTube studio, you see those stats there. Those are more important than tags or anything like that. So, for those of you, if you really want to help my channel grow, or Red River Aviation's channel grow, whatever creator that you like to watch their videos longer, and like the video, make a comment, all that sort of thing, and you will actually help them more than basically any other way, because all those accents make that person's video get higher ranked, and you can end up competing. Let's say a channel like Red River Aviations or a channel like mine, we can actually compete and actually get ahead of people who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers if we have a more interactive fan base. So you guys really do matter.
The two most important metrics right now from my brief research, because I've just been super busy, and it's not that I don't care, it's just that I really enjoy making videos and I just have a lot of fun with it, and I'm not here to sit here for clout. It's not my intention. But it appears to be the two most important metrics right now is your audience retention and your click-through rate. Always been very important. Click-through rate's pretty hard to get, pretty high, but obviously very appealing thumbnails are going to do the trick. Audience retention's also very difficult, between sound effects and animations and on-screen pop-ups and all that fun stuff. That's how you get the audience retention. Overall, just a very engaging video, which is super hard to do, but it's kind of difficult. And especially when we're making videos like this that seem almost more of like a podcast type format, very hard to keep that audience retention going. But we're, like we talked about, we're doing our absolute best. And community interaction, I would say, is definitely more important now than tags are now. Tags are still relatively important, but it isn't as big of a deal. So you can say, like Citrus was saying, you can have 3,000 subscribers, and you can go compete with the channel with 2,000 subscribers, or sorry, how about 200,000 subscribers? Because if you have a video, what's his name? It's like David Dean or something, but he has green thumbnails. He makes some really good stuff. He kind of explains some of these topics more in depth, but I'll briefly do it real quick. You can go compete. You can have a 3,000 subscriber channel that has a 10-minute video, but if 8 people watch that video all the way through, opposed to the 200,000 subscriber channel that has a 10-minute video that only has 3 people that watch it all the way through, your video will rank above the 200,000 subscriber channel, because obviously audience retention and in some cases click-through rate outweigh it. And there's a lot of metrics like that you can compare, but that's just a brief analyst. So ultimately, as of right now, the algorithm's just absolutely changed, and we've seen it. Citrus's channel is just blown up because I would take a guess. I need to go double check on an alt account, but my guess is his videos are just popping up the first thing you're talking about with Gemini Jets, because all you guys are kind enough to watch his videos through. He has his Delta CRJ 900 video that's 30 minutes, and I'm going to take a guess that your average audience retention is probably closer to 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. Because
I believe it's 5 minutes 22 seconds, and the click-through rate was well over 16%, which is the highest
that's
I've had
really
on any
freaking
video.
good. I can't get over. Have not got over 13% in a long time. 16 is absolutely insane for a thumbnail like that. But those two main metrics, I mean, you don't see a 2,000 or you don't see 1,000 subscriber channel get 1,000 views like that. It's been 4 days. I don't even know where to start with that. That's absolutely crazy. And he's outdoing most of my videos, which I'm not here to compare, but I mean, that's just a retrospective, just absolutely mind-boggling. It's really crazy to think about, but there's definitely pros and cons to it. The only thing that really sucks is if you have crappy videos, they're really going to do bad now. But
Yeah.
if you make the right content, it's going to be really, really good. But yeah, it's just absolutely crazy to see how it's going. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a change will come by the end of the year. But for now, this is where we're at. So got to definitely capitalize on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the thing is, you guys really do matter more than ever before with the channels. So let's say you have a smaller channel, because I know there's some people who've complained that their channels are kind of, dying, quote unquote. Well, the easiest way to do that is to make content that your viewers will watch for a long time. So if they'll watch well into the video, and then you'll see that growth happen. And so I really appreciate you guys for doing that. You guys really are the best fan base. Red River Aviation's fans are awesome too, but essentially our fan bases coincide with each other. And I really want to thank you guys so much for that. And it's really because of you that this channel is absolutely blown up, and I continue to make the best content that I can, and I always will. So, that is really it for this video. Hope you guys take all the information and use it. So with that being said, I want to thank Red River Aviation for coming on the show. And do you have some closing thoughts for us today?
Lots of exciting stuff, guys. That simple GJ announcement just made it so much funner. Q2 is going to pick up. Try to get as much money as you can ready. I feel like NG is going to start coming and drop the bomb. May see something decent from Panda Models or somebody, so just get ready. It's going to be a really exciting time to pick up. Summer's coming up for a lot of us, so I mean, it's just going to be a very fun time. And just hang out, guys. Just have a good time, I'm going to be trying to watch all you guys' videos more consistently, and just going to be excited to interact with you guys. It makes my day. I really enjoy it, talking with my fellow enthusiasts, and I'm just really excited to see where it goes from here. It's going to be a fantastic season coming up, and definitely in a full-on swing, man. We're living life on the full throttle right now.
Absolutely. And so that is Red River Aviation joining us for Model Aircraft News Monthly. This is, I believe, the March episode. The April one I'm expecting to be absolutely awesome. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.